Something on the pod when I wasn't there that I didn't like.
Emanny can't teach me anything.
There you go. I thought that was insulting.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, I would still think it's a little insulting, right? I do think how I addressed him, the moment I addressed him, plus with us having guests there, just wasn't the right time to do that.
That was the girl who was there.
Yeah, there were women there. That wasn't the moment to do it. And the way I did it wasn't the moment to do it. And on top of that, Ish is a good guy. I know if even if he misspoke, even if he didn't I just know he's a good guy.
Okay.
If I needed to really explain how I felt, I could have did it in a better way. Me, I was just off. I just went on 10.
Okay.
And a big part of that was when I got a chance to just walk out the room and then actually talk to him. It's like, that's not how I need to represent myself, especially with him. I really rock with Ish. Like,
I am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. And well, we have something very interesting here. Very interesting. If you don't know, Danny from the Stop, he's been launching his podcast interview series or his own podcast. I don't know what exactly he has going on, but he got something going on. He's cooking up over there for sure. He's talked to Julian from Rory and Maul. He's talked to Roy. And now his next guest is somebody from the Joe Budden universe. None other than Emanny. Now, wow. My thought, damn, they are going crazy outside right now. I'm sorry. It's 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to everyone out there. Yes, I'm filming this video at the wrong time. But it doesn't matter. I ain't got no time to do it outside of this time, so I got to do it now. Sorry about that. But regardless of it, Emanny, interesting character up there at the Joe Budden podcast. Some would say he's one of Joe's yes men and is just up there to kind of massage his ego whenever he needs his ego massaged. Others would say, you know, he's a singer R&B guy who's just trying to get on the pod so he can promote his R&B career. To me, I really have no problems with Emanny. I really don't, care for it, to be honest. While I will say he does come off a bit biased when he is sitting with Joe during the podcast. He does come off a bit yes man-ish. A bit yes man-ish. I wouldn't go so far to say he's a yes man, but, it's not as objective as you want it to be. It does seem like he's just there to kind of massage Joe's points and be somebody in the room that agrees with whatever Joe Budden is saying because, well, he's helping pay his bills. That's just the truth. Either way, we have Emanny going off on Ish, of all people. Ish Man, the Muffin Man himself. Do you know the Muffin Man? He's going off on Ish for disrespecting him. He says he felt insulted. Shout out to Danny from the Stop for the clip. If you want the full podcast, I'll link his Patreon somewhere in the description below. Anyways, let's listen.
Something on the pod when I wasn't there that I didn't like.
Emanny can't teach me anything.
There you go. I thought that was insulting.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, I would still think it's a little insulting, right? I do think how I addressed him, the moment I addressed him, plus with us having guests there, just wasn't the right time to do that.
That was the girl who was there.
Yeah, there were women there. That wasn't the moment to do it. And the way I did it wasn't the moment to do it. And on top of that, Ish is a good guy. I know if even if he misspoke, even if he didn't I just know he's a good guy.
Okay.
If I needed to really explain how I felt, I could have did it in a better way. Me, I was just off. I just went on 10.
Okay.
And a big part of that was when I got a chance to just walk out the room and then actually talk to him. It's like, that's not how I need to represent myself, especially with him. I really rock with Ish. Like, I don't want it to ever be confused like there's now going to be this light skin versus light skin battle.
Okay.
Nah. So I that was a decision I made simply because I was disrespecting him and I didn't think people needed to see that.
Like disrespecting him in terms of like cursing him out?
Yeah, just saying certain words, getting a little too hostile.
Okay.
He doesn't deserve to have the world think that people, I don't play with people like that. So if I get to that point and I can recognize I'm going a little too far, I'm not so tough to where I can't say, all right, let me pull back. This wasn't cool. And I don't want you to look like you're somebody that I can just step on and disrespect to be kind of hostile to. Like that.
Because your journey has always been interesting to me because I feel like you were essentially like me in terms of how you saw the pod. Like, this person's not giving it up. That person's not doing it. But unlike me, you actually get to be on the pod. And I couldn't imagine ever being like you and actually being on the pod, because people say, oh, Danny, you just want to be on the pod. I don't want to be on the pod.
I don't think you do.
Yeah.
I don't think you do. Like, I thought that at one point.
Yeah.
And there's still a part of me that holds on to that to a certain degree. But when I first got there, I wanted to think that there was no difference. Like, nothing was going to shift. Like, oh, I'm going to still be able to look at things the same way while still sitting here. And Ish and Ice told me, like, yo, bro, trust me, it's different. And as much as I wanted to push back at it, they were right. Yeah. At a certain point, it is a difference from just sitting home and watching, or even just sitting on the side and watching, to them being in the game.
Yeah.
So the more I got into the game, I started to understand what they were saying. I still hold, dear to some of the thoughts of having to watch back the game tape and different things. And don't get me wrong, it's not an easy job in a sense mentally, but physically, we work 2 days a week.
Okay.
I would never, if you ever see me anywhere complaining about going to work 2 days a week, you should slap the holy out of me.
You still feel that way? Because I'm 100% correct in this. I do feel like Ish and Ice, even their commentary on Rory and Maul, when they used to say, like, this ain't work. You slowly saw them change, like, this is work. Like, this is
work.
Do you still feel that it's not work to you?
No.
It is work.
It's work.
It's work. I'm not saying it's not.
Mentally, it is a lot of work. Physically, it is not work.
Yeah.
I don't care what no one says. Physically, it's not work. Like, I know people who 7 days, not 5 days a week. I know people that work 7 days a week.
Sad. Yeah.
Physically. Yeah. Have to get up manually. Like, I know people who continuously do that. So I wouldn't.
Well, you should tell Joe that, Emanny, because to him, he thinks he's doing manual labor. For real. I just saw like a viral photo of somebody quitting UPS the first day once they found out they probably had to throw some cases. And it was manual labor. Joe would be that type. He would quit his regular job. Yeah, look, fireworks going off because I'm spinning right now. He would quit a regular job just to go talk somewhere. Thank God that he was blessed enough to be a one-hit wonder to be able to do that.
Never even try to disrespect what they do by saying, oh my God, I'm just working so much. It's just, it's like that. Nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Did you give Ish my number? Like, who gave him my phone number, man?
I wish I did. I don't think did I have your number before?
No, I'm trying to see who did.
Yeah,
it.
nah.
You called me at my job. You remember that? You called me at my job.
He did speak about that.
Like, who?
He did speak about that.
I'm still trying to find out.
Well, he called you at the job for a reason, right?
Yeah, the reason was that he had some intel that I was going to interview his baby mama.
Were you?
No.
Let me ask you a question. In those situations, right, even though there is some level of like people at the pod not really rocking with some of the content that you do, right? Especially Ish. Ish doesn't want that level of communication with you. And he's made it very clear he don't want to even delve into this. But do you think the fact that we provide you with so much content, that maybe a courtesy call, even if you guys aren't amicable, you could have maybe just reached out and said, hey, Ish, I just want to keep you aware that, like, even like, I feel like it's like a courtesy, like just a workplace courtesy. We're helping you succeed. Why not kind of
watch the other? Yeah, I don't think I owned the call because I wasn't going to do it. Like, if I was actually going to interview her, then yes.
Well, something must have got back to him where he felt like the possibilities of it happening was.
I don't know what though. Like, anybody could reach out to me. That doesn't mean I'm going to interview them.
You growing, Danny.
Yeah.
So we don't know where you going to go next.
Yeah.
We don't know. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, certain moments I was like, all right, man, let me just chill with Danny. There's a couple of people that could hit him if they really want to turn some shit up.
Yeah.
But nah, I think, and a big part of people probably being like, why is Emanny sitting with Danny again? They're like, oh, you guys go back and forth. It's because at the end of the day, this is the business. And I think there's a level of courtesy we both should give each other, even if we aren't the coolest, even if we aren't, even seeing eye to eye on everything. You do help in a certain way. You hurt as well.
How do I hurt?
Narratives.
But I always find that funny because the pod is so driven by narratives. Like,
yeah, but we get to control it. We don't want you to control it.
I can control it.
We get.
I don't think you're broke the way they make you seem.
Wow. Wait.
I don't think you're that broke. Like,
Okay, wait. First off, take the that away. I'm not fucking broke.
but that's what they make it. Section 8, all this. You grew up like this, but that was back.
But
then.
growing up, I mean, listen, I'm transparent.
Okay.
And let's be very clear. At the day where I am fiscally like more mature, I still wouldn't show it. I still wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't flaunt it. I honestly think it's whack.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be a part of why career-wise I've kind of like not hit a certain mark.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just never had that need for machismo or that competitive thing. Like, I don't want to compete with other dudes. I don't want to have to look at your watch and see what you win. And I don't want to have to do any of that. To me, it's corny. So I'm able to get on a platform, talk about my misfortunes, and not feel like bad about it. Now, yeah, it leaves rooms for jokes and it lets people think whatever. Cool. I'm cool with that. I'm not really tripping off of that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was broke, trust me, things will look a lot different.
Okay.
I'll be a lot angrier. I'll be charging people a lot more.
Okay.
I think if you look at everything I've done thus far, like I've done everything for free. I've done everything out of my own pocket. I've done everything to kind of just help the next person get ahead. If I was pressed, trust me, you know it.
Do you think of ways to monetize that personality to like make money? Like
I'm working on that. I'm building on that.
Usually,
That's good.
like people who do stuff for free get it back in some way, like in good ways. Like, yeah.
I think the universe is gonna pay everything forward for me.
I believe so too, Emanny. I believe so too. Look, everybody has humble beginnings, you know. Not everybody made Pump It Up. This is what I don't get about the Joe Vengers. It's like Joe Budden's the only one that's rich up there. He's an employee. Everybody up there is an employee. Like Joe is the boss. He's the owner. He's the CEO. He's the rich one. These are employees. These are the people he's throwing a percentage of what he's making just because because the job they're doing is helping him make what he's making. So, like, you can't sit here, oh, Manny, you're broke. I mean, maybe compared to Joe, of course. Yes, everybody's broke compared to him. But, you know, y'all are funny, man. Joe Vengers are funny. Joe Vengers are fucking hilarious. But outside of this clip, I do want to play another one before I give my thoughts on everything, because it's some interesting things happening after people found out Emanny did this interview. Let's listen.
I don't want no problems.
Yeah, not me neither. Usually when I look at Emanny, I praise him. Yeah, how you doing?
Okay.
But today I called him a sucker.
What?
I whispered to him, a sucker.
Damn.
Because I saw him on the podcast.
What? Which podcast? That's what he was asking.
He did a podcast.
I hate how oblivious Joe acts. Like, why does he act so oblivious? What podcast? Joe, you know exactly. You saw the same fucking thing Flip saw. Stop acting stupid. Like, I hate when people in hip hop media do that. What are you talking about? I don't like, my nigga. If I saw it, I know you fucking saw it. And if you didn't see it, are you even doing your job correctly? I'm telling you, fireworks going off because I'm cooking.
But did a podcast with that guy.
Look at
You know what I mean?
look at Mel's face.
You told me you wouldn't be doing a podcast with a guy. Actually,
Look, the room tensed up. The room tensed up after that.
you know, certain people was talking about your constituents up here. You took a stance. Oh, I don't like that. And then I see a picture, and it just kind of surprised me. So I looked at you and mumbled,
Well, you know what?
Sucker.
You know what I thought about?
Sucker.
You're right.
He
I
really did that for real?
Look at Ish's face. Look at
Yeah, he took a stance.
Ish. Look at Ish. Bro, look at Ice. Are you serious, my nigga? Bro. Emanny, like, fuck. Why he bring this up and I'm in the middle of these two right now? You got one giving him a sarcastic ass meme mug, and you got the other one raising his eyebrow like he the fucking Rock. Like, really, nigga? Really? Calm down, y'all. This is just content. Jesus Christ. COE, my niggas. COE. And Flip, that's a shame from you. I am appalled. You are the originator of content over everything. Do not be mad at Emanny for doing content over everything.
Especially
Wait,
when,
that's what you doing?
especially when our sister got this.
You knew I went and did it.
See?
No, I didn't.
You did.
You liar! Stop lying. No, I didn't. I did not, Emanny. I did not know you were going to sit with Danny. You fucking liar. That is the biggest cap I've ever heard. Joe Budden is a liar. He's a liar. Happy 4th of July. He is a fucking liar. I did not. Like, look at this man's face. Do y'all believe this nigga? I know the Joe Ventures do, so I'm not even asking y'all. Do any sane person that doesn't have this man chin on nuts on their chin, do y'all believe what he's just saying? Like, look at him. He looks like he's lying. No, I did not. I did not. Shut up. You lied. You did. You knew Emanny was doing this interview, Joe. Stop playing.
I told you right after I left.
No way I thought you
After you
I
did it though.
After I did it.
Let's go, Mel.
I didn't know.
But why is he acting like this? Surprised.
Yo, when Mel don't give niggas eye contact, she tight.
When I
Don't
told
look that way.
That's crazy.
I hope we get ugly.
Yo, we need some rules up here.
Did you know?
Mark, we need some rules up here. we need some rules up here in this bitch. These niggas are wild. These niggas are wildin'. Yo. Yeah, I can't record no more, y'all. I hope y'all have a good weekend. This will be the only. Well, this I did the Summer Sin reaction, but I'm about to be gone for the weekend. Maybe even Monday and Tuesday. We shall see. You know, but I hope y'all enjoy y'all vacation, your 4th of July. I hope you had a great day today. People outside my house, they sure did. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. I, as always, am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.